today's basketball game featuring the Catawba College Indians and your USCA Aiken Pacers. Before we introduce the starting lineups, we ask you to please rise as you are able as we honor America and those who defend our freedom both at home and abroad with the playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Augusta Aiken Orthopedic Specialists. Let's meet the starters for the Catawba College Indians. A 6'2" junior guard from St. Louis, Missouri, wearing number 0, Caleb Jones. A 5'11" sophomore guard from Jenkinsville, South Carolina, number 5, Trey White. A 6'1" senior guard from Lincolnton, North Carolina, number 22, Chris Robinson. A 6'5" junior forward from Cincinnati, Ohio, number 4, Nick Walker. And a 6'7" junior forward from Schaumburg, Illinois, number 12, Justin Banks. The head coach, Rob Perrin. The assistant coaches, Joe Adgate, Marcel Haskett, Ethan Kahn, Pashinko Spinout. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starting lineup for your USCA Aiken Pacers. He's a 6' junior guard. He's from Baldwin, New York. He wears number 1. Meet Bryce Blackwell. A 6' junior guard from La Mirada, Dominican Republic, wearing number 23, Rafael Romo. A 6'3" junior guard from Charlotte, North Carolina, wearing number 2, Davion Cunningham. A 6'5" senior guard from Raleigh, North Carolina, number 12, Jalen McCoy. And a 6'10" senior forward from Lagos, Nigeria, wearing number 24, Simeon German. The head coach of the Pacers, Mark Vanderslice. The assistant coaches, T.J. Knight and Imposegatti.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Convocation Center for tonight's men's basketball matchup between the USCA Aiken Pacers and the Catawba Indians. I'm Jordan Phillips. He's Reeves Altman. And Reeves, I got to say, I think I speak for both of us when I say we are so excited for another season of Pacer basketball action.
Absolutely. Always good to see the Pacers back home here in the Convocation Center. They welcome the Catawba Indians here today. Both teams coming off of big opening wins. The USCA Pacers defeating UNC Pembroke, and then Catawba defeating USCA rival Lander early in the season. So should be a good one here on this Sunday afternoon at the Convocation Center.
Absolutely. An early season treat here. The Pacers with a lot of new faces, but some familiar ones as well, including number 12, Jalen McCoy, the big man on campus. Dropped 34 in the opener on 13 of 18 shooting, and the Pacers are going to need performances like that from him as often as they can get them.
Yeah, McCoy really got it started offensively against UNC Pembroke as the Pacers fall asleep on offense, letting the back door open, and Catawba's on the board early.
Nick Walker there on that backdoor cut, a beautiful basket from him. And the Pacers, like you said, falling asleep a little bit on defense there. Jalen McCoy going to do the honors. He'll bring the ball up.
Catawba starting off early with full court pressure here.
And Cam Perkins on the full court press. McCoy, not used to seeing him bring the ball up. Going to be an interesting look for head coach Mark Vanderslice, replacing all three of his guards from last season. As Davion Cunningham pulls up from the baseline, no good. McCoy, of course, getting the rebound, jump hook, and he finishes at the rim. We've seen that 1,000 times.
And Jalen McCoy picks up right where he left off from last season with that signature left-handed hook shot, getting the Pacers on the board.
And when somebody's got a move that you know what they're going to do every single time they get the ball and you still can't stop it, you know it's an elite shot.
Great work by McCoy to bring the ball up, also on the backside rebound.
Justin Banks driving to the rim. He's guarded by German. German with a hand in his face. His shot off the mark. Battle for the rebound. Cunningham knocks it away, and German gets to it. Raphael Rubel bringing the ball up. Davion Cunningham under the basket. Cunningham kicks to the corner, to the wing. Rubel's shot off the mark, rebounded by Justin Banks. Montravis White brings it up, and Rajon Blackwell is going to draw the foul, the charge on Banks.
Great job there by Blackwell to see he's looking to drive there, and that is Banks' first foul on the afternoon.
Banks, one of the leading scorers for this Catawba team. He had 17 in the opening win against Lander, like we mentioned at the start of the broadcast. So it'll be McCoy taking it out. And Rubel will bring the ball up. Rubel finds Cunningham. Cunningham driving to the basket, knifing his way inside. He lost the ball, gets trapped, and kicks it out to Blackwell, who fires away a three for bottoms from Rajon Blackwell.
Pacers aggressive from outside early. A lot of three-pointers going up so far.
Battle for the ball is going to be a whistle, and I believe that foul is going to go against Jalen McCoy.
Yeah, ball got away there from the rebound, fighting for it. McCoy got called for contact, and that'll be his first.
Took a long time to get the inbound away, but they do. Chris Robinson has it in the corner. He's guarded by Blackwell. Robinson to White. White thought about a three there. He gets around his man, pulls up. No good on the mid-range jumper. It's kicked out, and the rebound will stay with Catawba.
Looks like it went off of McCoy's hands there. Unable to get it, but the Pacers and Catawba will take it out under the basket.
White will do the honors under the basket. He finds Robinson. Robinson guarded by Blackwell. Robinson back to White now. White finds Walker. Walker to Caleb Jones. Jones to the corner. It's disrupted by Rubel. Long three. He wanted a foul, and he gets one. It was a late call. I thought it was a shot clock violation they were going to call there, but it is a foul, and that's going to be 3 shots.
Yeah, call on Blackwell there. I think he got his hand on him in the follow-through, and he's going to the line for 3. Catawba so far, a lot of off-the-ball movement here, working the shot clock down. Multiple shots coming within under 3 seconds.
So bottoms from Chris Robinson on the first shot there. 5-3 lead here for the Pacers. And a 2-for-2 trip so far, one more coming up. And that one rolls around but finds the net. It's a 5-5 score here. And more full court pressure coming from the Indians. Rubel feeds it up ahead. It's Davion Cunningham with it now. Cunningham to McCoy. McCoy drives in, knifes his way inside, the kiss off the glass, finish.
Great job by McCoy to read the defense there. Catawba spread out looking to defend the three from the Pacers there. And a floater from McCoy, good. Pacers back on top.
And when a slasher like Jalen McCoy, that's what you're looking to generate is those open looks at the rim. And German defending well there, but a nice finish from Caleb Jones.
A little bit of contact there on Jones, but no call. Also great defense there from Simeon German. Able to tie the game.
McCoy bringing it up once again, guarded full court, Justin Banks. McCoy driving again, McCoy. Going to be called for the charge. That's 2 fouls now on McCoy.
2 fouls early on McCoy. Definitely not something the Pacers want to see here, as McCoy's been the #1 ball handler bringing it up so far.
Mason Grant's going to come onto the floor, and McCoy will sit, and I'd imagine he's going to sit for quite a while. 16:30 left here in the first half, and he's already picked up his second foul.
Yeah, great job to draw the charge down there. They saw exactly what McCoy was trying to do, just like the possession before.
Markevian White with it now. Driving to the basket, and he'll step out of bounds on the baseline. Pair of subs coming on for the Indians. We're going to see Ibra Athey along with Solomon Tucker on the court now.
The Indians remain in full court pressure here.
Rubel gets to Cunningham. He's guarded by Athey. Cunningham gets around Athey. Finds Blackwell. Blackwell feeds inside to German. German gets it poked loose.
Great defense there behind German. Never saw him on the backside. And a jump ball is going to be called.
Great defense there from Rafael Rubel. And that takes us to our first full media timeout. We'll take a pause. 7-7, your score. And welcome back, everyone. 7-7, your score here early in this contest between the USCA Pacers and the Catawba Indians. It'll be Pacer ball. After the jump ball on that last shot attempt, Rafael Rubel doing a great job in transition to generate the turnover.
Yeah, and that was followed just after a turnover by the Pacers. Simeon German just got in the ball, got intercepted out of his hands from the back door. Catawba still in a full court pressure here. And much like what we saw from last year, the Pacers looking to push the tempo and get a lot of shots up early. Catawba's trying to defend that.
As Rafael Rubel throws it right to Catawba, and there'll be no jump ball that time. It's a 9-7 lead, 2 points for Catawba as the timeout is taken by head coach Mark Vanderslice. That's a 30-second timeout. Reeves so far, the Pacers playing a little fast and loose with the ball, a few turnovers here.
They are, and that was really one of the first possessions we were able to see the Pacers set up with their offense. A lot of the times it was just one-on-ones coming out of the fast break here, and they just lost handle of it, and it was a wide-open lane for two.
Yeah, it's an errant pass there from Rafael Rubel. But so far, the Pacers seemingly running the offense through the same guys as last year. You've seen a lot of Jalen McCoy early, a lot of Rajon Blackwell early. It's going to be interesting to see how the Pacers get some of the new faces involved here, including Cam Perkins, the freshman who just checked into the game.
And that's just something you see with teams in the early season, leaning on your veterans to see how the game is going to play out. Very interesting so far. As we've said, Jalen McCoy with 2 early fouls. Interested to see when he's going to come back in here in the first half.
So the game back started. A lot of physicality here early. You're seeing a lot of contact between these two teams.
Both teams doing a great job defending the inbound passes.
Going coast to coast is the freshman Cam Perkins. He's not scared here in his first collegiate game. He drove all the way to the basket and almost finished the three-point play opportunity, but he'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And going to the line to shoot 2, Cam Perkins for the Pacers.
Pacers finding a lot of success here, driving off of that press. Going to the line for 2. First one no good.
Off the mark there.
Substituting back on the court for Catawba, number 0, Caleb Jones.
Freshman got a little bit of action in the game against UNC Pembroke, 7 minutes. Didn't really put anything on the stat sheet there, but knocks down his first points of his college career there to cut the Pacer lead, or the Catawba lead to 1.
Substitution coming in for the Pacers.
That's going to be Caleb Seiler. Seiler will come on in relief of Simeon German, the 6'10" redshirt freshman, transfer from Western Carolina. On Travis White with the ball. He kicks to Athey. Ibra Athey drives in on Cunningham. And it's taken away. Rajon Blackwell with the turnover.
Great job there by Sauer for the Pacers to pick up on the baseline, causing that loose ball and in the hands of the Pacers after another almost loose ball there with the Pacers on offense.
And Seiler can't control the pass, and it rolls out.
Seiler had a step inside there. The ball was just a little bit outside, out of reach, and it'll go back to the Indians.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, a lot of active hands on both sides of the ball. There's a lot of turnovers being generated by both teams right now. The drive inside, he goes back. It's Carson Daniel. And Daniel's pass is intercepted by Cunningham.
Great job by Cunningham there to see where the ball, and he's going to try and take it himself. They're going to let him play on.
I'm not sure what the call was there, but either way, Caleb Seiler gets the finish for 2 points in the Pacer lead. That ball's knocked away. Davion Cunningham with it. Cunningham on the run. Off the mark, and Cam Perkins couldn't get the rebound. And it's a transition opportunity now for the Indians. And he will finish. Caleb Jones.
Great job by Jones to use that pivot foot to get under Seiler up for 2.
Perkins bringing it up now. Perkins to Blackwell. Blackwell gets around, gets inside, he's blocked. Jay-Sean Hawkins. A shot off the mark, but the putback from the big man. That was Athey.
Great job there by Athey in transition, being there on the backside to be able to go up for an easy 2.
And it's a 3-point lead now for Catawba. Perkins coming up. Flips to Blackwell. Blackwell nearly loses his balance but stays up. Cunningham fires a three. Short. Seiler battling for the rebound. He gets it.
Beats a double team. Great job there.
Goes back up with it, misses everything, and a foul called.
Hard contact.
Going to go against the Pacers. Mason Grant will get whistled. Caleb Bird comes on. Raphael Rubel also back on the floor. And Dwight Kennedy Jr. will also check in. 3 new faces on the floor for the Pacers now.
Game of defense here so far in the last few minutes. A lot of turnovers by both sides, but Catawba does have a 3-point lead.
And most of those turnovers forced by good defense, as you mentioned. Kick to the corner, and it's knocked away there by Bird. But it will go out off of the Pacers, and it'll stay down here.
Pacers in man defense right now, but doing a great job of one pass away. A lot of tip passes and deflected balls going out of bounds.
Staying very active on the defensive end. The feed inside. Seiler going to get whistled for the foul. That'll be Seiler whistled for that one.
Seiler's first. That's the Pacers' 5th foul here in the first 10 minutes. Or excuse me, the first 8 minutes.
And that's going to send Solomon Tucker to the line. Tucker's first off the mark. Tucker had been perfect from the season, from the charity stripe before that. And he rattles that one home. It's a 1-for-2 trip, so the foul is worth it. 14-10 now, Catawba on top. The inbound to Kennedy. Screen from Seiler. Kennedy going to be knocked down, and a foul.
Tucker going to be called for the foul there. It looked like he just got tangled up in transition.
And a lot of tight pressure on these press defenses. Going to generate opportunities for the Pacers to get some contact. Raphael Rubel will inbound. Gets it to Grant, who tips it right back to Rubel. Back to Grant now. Grant backing down. Grant goes up and finishes off the glass. Nice bounce there from Mason Grant. His first points of the match. Banks finds Jones. Jones driving in. Jones rejected by Seiler.
Clean block there. Pacers are running in transition.
Tried to go for the lob. He didn't get it, but it didn't mean he didn't get the bucket.
Pacers will take the points. Another great job there running the floor.
Another 2 points for Mason Grant and a quick 4-point burst from him. Carson Daniel now to the corner. The 3-ball off the mark. Rebounded. Big few minutes here from Mason Grant. He gets the rebound. Now he's driving down. And a kick ball. Bird will inbound the ball. He gets it to Rubel. Rubel to Kennedy. Kennedy looking for somebody. He finally gets it to Grant. Grant back to Kennedy. The screen. Kennedy driving. Kennedy. He's going to be fouled on the shot. He'll get 2.
Kennedy was able to take the handoff up top and get a step coming down that left side. Hard contact, but after the media timeout, he'll be going to the line for 2.
14 all your score. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Welcome back, everyone. 14 all your score. Dwight Kennedy Jr. set to shoot 2 for the Pacers after he was fouled on a drive. Back and forth between these two teams so far. A lot of defense being played, Reeves.
Absolutely, a lot of good defense, as I've said. Both teams appear to be struggling to get inbound passes in, and then a lot of drives with guards going to the line for 2.
Both teams staying active, creating havoc, causing turnovers left and right, and Dwight Kennedy looking to break the tie here. And he's off the mark on his first.
Pacers struggling early at the free throw line.
Yeah, it's been a struggle. Not a lot of clean looks and not a lot of 2-for-2 trips either. Second shot for Kennedy now. He'll break the tie. 15-14 your score after Dwight Kennedy's 1-for-2 trip. Carson Daniel, bringing the ball up. Drive inside. Off the mark there, rebounded.
Tough shot there last time, picked up his dribble, really didn't have an outlet pass, but great job by number 21 for the Pacers, Grant, to pull that rebound.
Rubel now, the feed to Grant. Grant tried to get it to Kennedy, but he got knocked loose by Daniel. A lot of pressure there. Again, a lot of tight defense, a lot of physical play between these two teams. That foul is going to go against number 15. That'll be Zion McDuffie.
Both teams now with 5 fouls.
Non-shooting foul, so it'll just be the Pacer ball. 20 on the shot clock, and it'll be Bird to take it out. Rubel with it now. Rubel. Hands off to Grant. Grant to Kennedy. Kennedy inside.
Good look.
Easy backdoor cut for Caleb Bird, his first points of the night.
Pacers love to do handoffs on the three-point line. Catawba expecting that, and a beautiful backdoor cut for 2.
And a foul called on Caleb Seiler. He's playing tight defense, but a little bit of a hip check there from Seiler. That's going to get the whistle every time. That's his second foul, and Simeon German will come back onto the floor.
So 2 players for the Pacers here in foul trouble earlier. That's Seiler and McCoy.
The inbound goes to Robinson. Robinson to Montravis White. White directing traffic at the top of the key. Tight defense from Rafael Rubel. Back to Robinson now. He's guarded by Kennedy. Robinson gets a free look. The three-pointer off the mark. Rebound. Big-time play there. And the finish. That was Nick Walker. Big rebound and putback there from him.
Catawba back to full court pressure here.
Bird feeds to Rubel. Rubel nearly lost the ball off the foot of Simeon German. German scrambling for the ball. It's a fight for it. And it'll be jump ball, possession arrow to the Indians.
Yeah, tough break there for the Pacers. Rubel almost ran into German in transition and then lost the ball. German was right place at the right time to not allow the Indians to go in transition, but with the jump ball, they'll get the ball either way.
German wasn't expecting the ball to get knocked loose. He couldn't quite get to it cleanly, and that allowed the Indians to get their hands on it and create that turnover.
And still 10 minutes in, the Indians with a full court pressure, giving the Pacers some struggles here early.
And Pacers are giving them all they can handle. We saw the Pacers struggle with this pressure defense last season as well. The Indians the first to deploy it against them so far. Caleb Jones with it. Jones back to White. White for 3. Misses everything.
And Jalen McCoy back in the game. I missed him checking in, but he is on the floor for the Pacers.
And something to watch there with his 2 fouls. It'll be interesting to see how aggressive he is down low. McCoy feeds it up. Now a foot race. Rubel gets across half court. Rubel pulls up. Mid-range jumper, no good. And German, the active hands from behind, and the big flush from the big man, Simeon German.
I was just about to say German was in perfect position there for the rebound, just a little over his head, but then on another deflected pass, right place, right time, going up for the easy flush.
And a big rebound there from German as well. Rafael Rubel In transition now, it's Caleb Bird. Bird loses the ball. It's stolen away by Shad Thomas. And that'll be a turnover. It'll go to the Pacers. Now Rajon Blackwell checks back in. Davion Cunningham as well.
Tough break there for the Indians in transition. He saw a man open in the corner just a little bit too far out of reach. Giving the ball right back to the Pacers.
And McCoy will take it out once again. And a kick ball.
Active hands and feet here on defense. In a tough position here for the Pacers on the baseline, back in the corner.
Nick Walker having conversations with the fans in the crowd. Rafael Rubel bringing the ball up.
Splitting a triple team there. Very dangerous, but able to keep possession.
Rubel gets it to Blackwell now. Blackwell guarded by Robinson. Now to McCoy. McCoy feeds to Rubel. Dangerous pass there, stolen away. Rubel in transition. And I'm not sure if he blocked it or not, but that was a dangerous play for Jalen McCoy. A big time rejection. My goodness. Caleb Jones stuffing the shot at the rim.
Didn't get to say it earlier, but Montravis White, number 5 for the Indians earlier. He knew Jalen McCoy was trying to back him in. Ball was to the right, and he was able to get him from the backside to start the original transition, and then a massive block on this side.
Yeah, thunderous block, but it stays with the Pacers. Cunningham gets it into Perkins. Perkins back to Cunningham. Cunningham. A foul call. That's on Jones.
Foul is on number 0, Caleb Jones, and that's his first and the team's 6th.
Not a shooting foul, so Pacers will take it on the sideline.
Still both teams at 6 fouls apiece, so the next foul for both teams will put each one in the bonus. So it'll be Cunningham over on the side. He gets it into Perkins. Blackwell with it. Blackwell feeds inside to McCoy. McCoy to Cunningham. The corner for Perkins. Shot is good from the corner.
Good ball movement by the Pacers. One extra pass every time. Finds the open man and stolen like a safety in the defensive secondary.
Davion Cunningham read it all the way. Ran across the court to make that play. Great defensive effort from Cunningham. Now Cam Perkins with it again. Perkins hands off, fakes the handoff, puts it up, off the glass, and one.
Out the basket and one.
And just like that, it's an 8-point lead for the Pacers, and they're in the bonus. And a timeout taken. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back, everyone. 24-16 your score. The Pacers on top. And we'll have Cam Perkins at the line for the 3-point play opportunity.
Yeah, Pacers have an 8-point lead right now. A lot of that is credited to their defense. A lot of intercepted passes, tip balls, finding their possession. And then here recently, too, with Catawba, there's been a couple of mistakes on their end with contested shots and then just passes across the court just out of reach. Typical things you see in the early season the Pacers have been able to take advantage of.
So far, so good. Perkins looking to complete the three-point play, and he will do so. It is now 25-16, and the Pacers will be in the bonus. White back to Daniels. Robinson with it. Robinson, long three. Good. The flush from Chris Robinson.
Clean look there, and a few steps from behind the three to cut the Pacers' run here.
Getting it in. Perkins on the run. Perkins coast to coast. Perkins off the mark. German with the putback.
Great read there from German. His defender came off to get the on-the-ball defense. Right place, right time, going back up with the putback.
Baseline jumper. Off the mark. Cunningham gets the rebound. Cunningham will send it over to Perkins. The freshman out of Warner Robins, Georgia. And just a silly foul there. Just slapped his arm right in front of the referee. That'll create a 1-and-1 chance.
So you could hear that contact from across the floor.
Yeah. Carson Daniel will check back in for the Indians.
As you said, with the Pacers being in the bonus, they'll go for 1-and-1s.
And Perkins knocks down the first. He'll get a second. And off the mark on the second. The Pacers still struggling from the line just a little bit. That ball's knocked loose. Rajon Blackwell wanted a foul. He won't get it, but the Pacers will get the ball, and Perkins will bring it up again. And a long pass there, intercepted and read easily. And the alley-oop attempt not quite on the mark.
Just out of reach.
And the Pacers get a chance to set up their defense. Big rebound there. Ball's loose. It's on the ground, bouncing around, and it stays with the Indians. So the Indians there went for style points, and it kind of cost them a little bit, and now the Pacers will have a chance to set the defense up.
Both teams here early are trying those long cross-court passes, and both teams with defense back reading the ball perfectly.
Yeah, you made a good comparison earlier. It's almost like you're dealing with a safety. We'll see a jump. I thought we were going to see a jump ball here. It was just a little bit of an awkward positioning, and the whistle. That's going to go against German.
Contact on German. That's going to be his first. But that'll send Catawba to the bonus.
Yep, that is the seventh foul on the Pacers this half. Nick Walker at the line. Walker's shot rattles out, and German gets the rebound. Davion Cunningham fell down trying to get to it, but it gets to the Pacers anyway. Cam Perkins is there now. Perkins on the run, gets to McCoy. McCoy spins, knifes his way inside, off the mark. German tips it up, and Perkins is there for it. Perkins feeds inside to German. Cunningham was wide open. He wanted the ball, got it a little bit late. He drives inside, almost falls, keeps it up. Chase Daniel gets the steal. Off the mark, but the putback from Ibra Athi.
More points off of turnovers here for the Indians, and it's a 7-point game.
That was Carson Daniel on that steal and putback attempt. That's a foul on Nick Walker, and that'll send the Pacers to the line. It'll be McCoy shooting two. McCoy sinks the first. And 2 for 2 from McCoy. I believe that was the first 2 for 2 trip for the Pacers today.
Might have been the first 2 for 2 for either side.
It makes it 30-21. The Pacers lead to 9.
Substitution for the Pacers, number 21, Grant back on the floor. Coming in substitution of McCoy.
To the corner of the 3 ball. Sinks it. Jay-Sean Hawkins.
And Catawba, not a lot of shots from 3 early, but here recently they are 2 for 3 in their last 4 possessions.
That's the lead to 6. Rubel has it. He's guarded by Daniel. Rubel puts it up, and the finish rattles home. And another attempt at that long pass, and it comes up empty for Catawba.
And Catawba here recently, early in the game, they were moving the ball around, trying to work the shot clock a lot. They're pushing the ball a lot more on offense now.
Duffy was the intended target of that pass. It was just out of his reach and skipped out of bounds. Ryjon Blackwell right here in front of us with the ball, directing traffic. The handoff to Cunningham and a foul.
Good defense there from Robinson, just wasn't able to get his feet set, and he'll be called for the foul.
Pacers taking advantage of this pressure defense, the physical play of Catawba, generating a lot of contact and a lot of fouls here. So 1-on-1 opportunity for Cunningham now. Chance to make the lead 10 if he hits both. Knocks down the first. Shot off the mark, rebounded by the Indians. Carson Daniel bringing it up. And a charge.
Contact there on German. I think he's going to get called for an elbow in transition there.
I believe that is the case. And that foul going against Caleb Jones. You're going to see Chase Daniel check into the game. The trap. Bird. Rubel. It's kicked out. Or no, they won't say it was not kicked. It was just an errant pass.
Looked like there was a deflection there, but the official says it goes off of the Pacers.
Thought there was as well, but it will be Catawba ball. And Rubel in transition forces the turnover.
Picked up there on defense by number 23 for the Pacers, Rubel. Ball just goes off of his leg out of bounds.
Bird gets to Rubel. Rubel driving. Rubel an open path, pulls up, can't get the finish off the glass. The feed to Daniel. He feeds it underneath, pinballing around a little bit there to the perimeter. The shot off the mark. Rebound to the Indians. Looks like there's going to be let's say he stepped out of bounds, I believe.
Yeah, it's hard to see over there in the corner. We couldn't tell if it was called for contact or not, but I believe he just stepped on the baseline after pulling the rebound.
They were definitely deep in the corner over there, so that makes sense on the call. It'll be Grant taking it out. Cunningham gets free. Cunningham driving. Cunningham trying to go for the finish. German. Well, Cunningham kind of blocked his own man there, hanging on the rim, and German went up for the shot and didn't have enough room to get to the basket.
Cunningham trying there for the transition flush. German was there for the rebound. Looks like you said, it looks like Cunningham was in his way, just wasn't able to field the ball cleanly, and it goes out of bounds.
Three-pointer from Montravis White hits the bottom. It's 33-27.
And the Indians warming up from three, and just like that, it's a 6-point game.
And another bit of pressure there on that press defense, forces trouble on the inbound pass. It's 33-27. We're going to go to the final media timeout of the first half. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Welcome back, everyone. 33-27 your score here in the first half. 3 minutes, 45 seconds left. The Pacers with the lead. Both these teams playing some tight defense earlier, Reeves.
Absolutely, yeah. And as we were speaking about just a minute ago, Catawba doing a great job with this full court defense. A lot of jumping passes and a lot of double team traps early, making the Pacers try and get the ball quickly across half court. And then Catawba sets up immediately in a half court traps, flustering the Pacers a little bit, trying to set up their offense, and it's leading to turnovers and points. And as I've said the last couple times, Catawba getting hot from behind the line. Pacers did have a double-digit lead, but that's quickly been cut back down to 6.
Every time the Pacers seem to be going on a run, like you mentioned, they just, the Catawba does such a good job of disrupting their flow offensively on these, these inbound passes and the long full court, the effort to get it across half court before the time expires. Catawba is also heating up offensively, just creating all kinds of havoc for the Pacers right now.
Yeah, Pacers use that media timeout. They'll get the ball under the basket with Catawba coming out again in the full court pressure.
It'll be Rafael Rubel taking it out under the basket. It's to Davion Cunningham. Cunningham up to Caleb Bird. Bird's going to run. Bird, the feed to German. German under the basket. Goes up. Can't finish. Gets his own rebound. Goes back up. Off the mark again. German with it one more time, and he kisses it off the glass. Finally flushes to the bottom.
Third time's the charm there for German. Wasn't able to get the putback the first 2 times, but goes up cleanly off the glass for 2.
The 3 from White. Off the mark. German goes down hard.
Hate to see that. German went down hard, right on his back. The ball was a little out of reach as he came down. Just his momentum brought him down, but he's up under his own power. Really glad to see that.
Yeah, he's up, back up. Really dangerous play there, but he'll be all right.
It looks like German's going to have to go to the free throw line on that foul.
He will, and that's quickly. That's the 3rd foul on Solomon Tucker.
And German does give the signal to the sideline, the thumbs up, saying that he is okay.
He knocks down the first shot. Tucker will head to the sidelines. Off the mark on the second and rebounded by Nick Walker. Walker up ahead to Chase Daniel to the corner for 3. And it's
good.
A flush from Jay-Sean Hawkins. And a steal. Hawkins again. Hawkins off the mark on that one. And it's going to stay with the Indians.
Dangerous pass there by the Pacers and gave Catawba a chance for 6 points in the matter of 6 seconds.
And now Shedlet Delva checks into the match. Hawkins thought about a three. Goes to the rim instead. Off the mark, tipped up, bouncing around on the ground. Goes to the Indians. It's blocked.
Official's going to call a timeout for a wet spot on the floor. A lot of bodies on the ground there fighting for that ball.
And Rajon Blackwell going to check in for the Pacers. Want to give credit defensively there. Mason Grant with a big block at the rim to prevent an easy bucket for the Indians. He'll get a well-deserved rest.
That was a putback. Pacers struggling here early on the defensive side. A lot of second chance opportunities coming here for the Indians.
Yeah, the Indians getting a lot of second chances on the offensive glass. The Pacers looking to cut that down. They got the big man Shedlet Delva. He's a rim protector and a glass cleaner. And just as I say that, a big finish from Zion McDuffie over Delva.
Great finish there. Delva in great defense, but McDuffie's able to fight through it and go up for two.
A lot of pressure and a whistle.
A lot of contact as well.
I think that's going to send Rajon Blackwell to the line for a 1-and-1.
I couldn't really tell what happened there. I think he was trying to lead Blackwell with the pass, and the two got tangled up.
Yeah.
The Catawba finding some life here in the closing minutes, cut that lead down to 4.
As Jay Sean Hawkins called for the foul. Blackwell sinks the first. And a 2-for-2 trip for Blackwell. 6-point lead for the Pacers with 2:20 left. White bringing the ball up the floor for the Indians. Pulls up from 3. Off the mark. And another offensive rebound and a foul.
Yeah, hand to the face there on that rebound. It's in the Indians to the line now.
McDuffie will shoot a 1-and-1. McDuffie knocks down the first. Off the mark on the second, and Cunningham goes up big for the rebound.
Strong rebound there by Cunningham.
Cunningham crosses half court. Cunningham out of control, loses the ball. It's going to be a transition opportunity. And a big finish there from Montravis White.
Getting under Delva there, able to avoid contact on both sides. Now a 3-point lead for the Pacers. And more contact.
And a foul. That's going to go against Daniel.
Dangerous there from Blackwell. A lot of shoving, but he's going to get the call and go to the free throw line.
At the free throw line, shooting 2, Rajon Blackwell.
And Blackwell off the mark. And it's a double bonus, so no more 1-and-1s. It'll just be 2 free throws.
Simeon German back in the lineup now for the Pacers. Checking in for Delva.
And Blackwell knocks down 1 of 2. It's a 4-point lead. Montravis White bringing it up. Ball poked loose by Bird, but White is right there to make the play. Rubel now guarding White. White to the corner. And a big-time shot from Zion McDuffie. 1 point lead now.
Great job there from Catawba. The Pacers defense crashed in on the drive, leaving the man open in the corner and converted for three.
This full court press really giving the Pacers a lot of headaches right now. Rubel has it. Rubel to Cunningham. Quiet day offensively for Cunningham so far. The screen from German. Cunningham has it knocked loose. Ball's on the ground, recovered, and Cunningham gets the steal. Rubel, the three.
Deep three.
Off the mark. Cunningham goes out off of Jay-Sean Hawkins. It'll be Pacer ball.
Cunningham appeared to pull the rebound there, but is going to go off of a deflected ball out of bounds off the Indians with a substitution coming in.
Some more floor maintenance.
A lot of wet spots on the floor so far here tonight.
Humid atmosphere here in Aiken, South Carolina today. Rubel will inbound. Feeds it ahead to German. German puts it on the floor, puts it up, off the glass to finish from Simeon German.
Great job there by German to take the ball off the dribble. The inbound pass a little bit over his head, but had a step to the left and took it to the basket.
And a 30-second timeout here with 20.2 seconds left here in the half. Shot clock will be turned off. Catawba, you would imagine, will be looking for a three to tie the game before halftime. So far, the hallmark of this game has been defense. Both of these two teams putting up, well, the Pacers did put up 100. The Catawba putting up 98 in their first game. So far, both defenses doing a good job of stifling that high-scoring output.
Absolutely. Here recently, the Pacers falling asleep, one extra pass, finding the open man. Catawba been able to hit some threes, but the Pacers doing a great job offensively as well. A lot of missed shots, but a lot of second-chance opportunities, and they were cold early, but Pacers making their due from the free throw line here lately.
So like we say, 20.2 seconds left here in the first half. It'll be no shot clock for Catawba. They'll most likely be looking for a three to tie the game at halftime.
And they were not able to advance the ball with the timeouts. They'll be inbounding right in front of their bench with 20 seconds left.
It'll be Montravis White bringing it up. Clock is underway. 15 seconds. He's in no hurry.
Standing at the top, calling the play now.
To Athey. White driving.
He stepped out of bounds.
Stepped out of bounds. Brutal. That's 5 seconds. That's plenty of time to get a shot off for the Pacers. That is if they can get over this press defense, which has caused them headaches all night long.
Absolutely. And Catawba multiple times here has been able to cause missed exchanges, missed handoffs, and wide passes. So 5 seconds. Pacers going to have to hurry here.
Bird gets it to Rubel. Rubel to the corner. Cunningham for three. Too strong.
Got to look just too far off of the back iron, and we'll go to the half. Pacers up by 3.
41-38 the score. Halftime underway. 15 minutes. We'll pause. We'll have stats for you on the other side. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back, everyone. Second half set to get started here from the Convocation Center between the USC Aiken Pacers and the Catawba Indians. 41-38 your score. USC Aiken on top. Reeves, a lot of defense being played in the first half between these two teams.
Absolutely. You know, just when USC Aiken jumped out to a double-digit lead, Catawba was able to go on a run at the end to cut it to 3. A lot of physical defense, a lot of good transition offense by both sides. And after a defensive first half, I'm excited to see what adjustments have been made at half by both teams.
And this Catawba team is one that knocked off the Peach Belt Conference #1 team in the preseason poll, Lander, in their first contest. USC Aiken 1-0 as well, picking up a big win over UNC Pembroke. And now the Pacers looking to grow this 3-point lead. It was up as high as 10, but the Indians applying a lot of pressure as Jalen McCoy knifes his way inside, loses the ball, and it's a jump ball early.
And Jalen McCoy in foul trouble early, been pretty quiet here in the second half as a physical jump ball there between German and Banks. It'll go to the Indians.
And neither guy wanted to give an inch there, but it goes to the Indians after a little bit of a back and forth.
Just as we talked about physical defense, it appears that is not going to change here in the second half.
Absolutely not. A lot of intense play from both sides. Rajon Blackwell knocks that one away and gets the steal.
Great read there by Blackwell, was able to take away the pass from the front and a little bit out of reach there, still able to go up and get it in the post.
Blackwell loses the ball, or loses his dribble there, but gets it to German. German at the free throw line. German picks it up, spins at the rim, and the finish. 11 points for German. He led all scorers in the first half.
German making his presence known offensively and defensively here. His second points of the day off the dribble.
Not something we saw a lot from him last season.
No, German spent most of last season inside or right on the blocks near the paint, and he's been very effective, especially today at the high post option.
Montravis Walker feeds inside. A little bit of a leak in the Pacer defense there as Justin Banks rolled to the rim and got the easy finish.
Great pump fake there by Banks. Got German in the air, waited for the perfect time. Easy two.
Davion Cunningham driving up, directing traffic. Pulls up, baseline jumper. He'll be fouled. Quiet offensive day from Cunningham so far. Just 1 point on the day. He'll hope to make that 3 here.
But good job there from Cunningham, able to read the defense, drew out a double team, gave him a little bit of space. A high jump shot that Cunningham has, able to go to the line.
And Cunningham, a big day offensively against UNC Pembroke. He had 29 in that one, with a lot of his points coming from the free throw line. And he knocks one down there.
And Pacers, 11 of 17 from the free throw line in the first half. Struggled early, but was able to clean it up to the start of the second, and now they're 1 for 1.
Cunningham will shoot again now. And a 2-for-2 trip for Davion Cunningham. Stretches the Pacer lead up to 5. Ball's knocked loose. And the official on the far side of the court calls it Catawba ball.
Yeah, just couldn't get a clean look of who that ball went off of. Had to get the third official from the backside to make the call.
And the feed in goes to Justin Banks. It's Robinson with it now. Robinson guarded by McCoy. Robinson to Banks, fed inside, and an easy finish there from Nick Walker. Nice kiss off the glass from Walker.
Good job from Walker, not even bringing the ball down. Is another interception in transition here from the Indians.
The Indians doing a great job applying pressure down low and also having a man back down to cover the push ahead as the charge is called on Justin Banks.
That's Blackwell's second charge he's been able to force here in the game.
And that's 3 fouls on Banks.
Foul on number 12, Justin Banks. That's his third. So he's second. Checking the lineup, number 15, Zion Duffy.
It'll be Raphael Rubel inbounding. Nobody's open. Finally finds McCoy, and Rubel bringing it up now. Rubel on the run. Rubel back to McCoy. Nice pass and the finish off the glass.
Great job by Jalen McCoy trailing there in transition, finding the open lane.
Did a great job on that one. He's up to 8 points now. And a finish there.
Got to step inside of German, not wanting to draw contact, able to go up easy for the two, and Catawba still in this full court pressure. Almost gave the Pacers trouble getting the ball in. Is Jalen McCoy now bringing it up.
McCoy spinning. McCoy, the finish off the glass, getting active down low.
Jalen McCoy with the signature left-handed hook shot off the glass. And he's quickly up to 8 points on the day.
Montravis White with it now. White guarded by McCoy. Kicks it over to Hawkins. Hawkins driving inside. Hawkins spins, fires. Off the mark. Ball knocked around and rebounded by McCoy.
McCoy slowing the tempo here, brings it across half court, but it's picked up immediately in pressure there by White.
Rubel from the corner. Off the mark. And rebounded. That was Robinson. Robinson drives, pull up, and knocks it down.
Great jump shot there from White. Able to get 2 3-point game still here for the Pacers.
And a whistle.
Offensive foul, yep.
Offensive foul called against Davion Cunningham.
Great job there by White to set his feet. Cunningham drew the contact and the foul.
That's the first foul against the Pacers this half, and we'll see Rafael Rubel head to the sidelines. That's Cunningham's first foul. Mazion Tinsley on the floor now. Nearly stolen there by McCoy. But Robinson backing down. Back to the corner. It's Robinson for 3.
Good.
Flush with a hand in his face.
Tie game. Catawba picking up right where they left off from behind the three-point line. First one here in the second half ties the game.
And this press still giving the Pacers nightmares. McCoy on the run. McCoy loses the ball, and Hawkins has it.
McCoy looked back briefly for the trailer in defense.
And Cam Perkins will get the rebound. Perkins got a lot of time in the first half, the freshman. The feed, what a pass from McCoy.
Great look there from McCoy, and great off-the-ball movement from Blackwell to get a step and go up.
Nice finish there from Blackwell, gives the Pacers the lead again. Tinsley with it now. The screen from Walker. Tinsley drives to the rim. Perkins on the defense. Tinsley with a finish.
Wow, great finish, barely touched the net. Perfect shot.
Tinsley, the senior out of Lancaster, South Carolina. It'll be Cunningham moving up. Cunningham's got something going on with his hand.
Yeah, he's in some pain there. Almost picked up that pivot foot, gonna go up.
Somehow finishes through the contact.
Really didn't have an outlet pass there, went up for the 2 and was able to work the glass to his advantage. Give the Pacers another 2-point lead here.
Perkins. And,
wow.
And one. What a finish.
Good pump fake up top, got German in the air, able to drive, went for the flush, but I'm sure he'll take the basket and 1 to the free throw line.
Nice finish from Nick Walker. And that will lead us to our first full media timeout. 53 all your score. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Welcome back, everyone. Catawba at the line for 2 shots, and one. Nick Walker looking to get the 3-point play to break the tie here.
I believe this will give Catawba their first lead of the afternoon.
Off the mark, and a great rebound there from Caleb Bird going over the top to get that one. Bird will bring it up now. And Bird going to draw a foul. That's Jay-Sean Hawkins.
The officials tonight being very, very strict on this guard play. Both sides being called.
And that's 2 fouls on Hawkins. Cam Perkins directing traffic. He hands off to McCoy. McCoy to Blackwell now. Blackwell lost the ball, keeps it to the corner for Bird. Bird for 3. Flush for Caleb Bird.
Great job there by Blackwell. Lost the ball, didn't panic, found the open man, gives the Pacers a 3.
And a big one at that. Bird with 5 points on the night now. Tinsley's shot off the mark. Bounces around, rebound, another big rebound from Bird. Bird feeds ahead. It's Blackwell now. Blackwell pulls up from 3, off the mark, and rebounded by Daniel. Tinsley on the run. Now to Jay-Sean Hawkins, the big-time flush.
Just out of the reach of Siler there on the offensive possession. Gave Catawba an advantage in transition, and they were able to finish with the flush.
Bird to Perkins now. Perkins driving inside, flips it up, and he'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Foul was on number 1 on Nathan Tinsley. That's his first. It's the team's 4th. Going to the line to shoot 2 is Cam Perkins.
Perkins off the mark on his first. For 2 from Perkins. Ball's knocked around and rebounded by Catawba. Tinsley with it. Tinsley, long pass to Hawkins. Hawkins drives, and Hawkins finishes. Catawba with a 1-point lead now. Bird to Perkins. Perkins flips ahead to Blackwell. Blackwell driving. Blackwell hands off to McCoy. McCoy rolls it in. Who else but Jalen McCoy, and he's got his 12th point with a chance for 13.
Blackwell on the drive there thought he wanted to go up with that, but great defense on the baseline, not allowing the shot to get up. Blackwell able, though, to hand off to McCoy, and he's going to finish and 1.
You know, as we mentioned, a lot of new faces on this Pacer team, but Blackwell and McCoy are very familiar with each other, and you saw that chemistry on full display there as McCoy looks.
And as we said earlier in the game as well, a little different look for McCoy here as the Pacers did replace 3 guards from last year, so appears to be McCoy in a little bit more of a ball handling instead of a power forward position as we saw him in years past.
That pass a little too far, and stepping out of bounds was Catawba. It's a 2-point lead for the Pacers, and they got a chance to grow that.
Another long pass just out of reach, going out of bounds here.
Bird with the ball now. Bird crossing half court. Kicks back to Perkins. Perkins to Kennedy. Kennedy to Bird now. A lot of handoffs happening here on the top of the key. Bird going to work now. to Kennedy Jr. The screen. Kennedy pulls up. He's fouled, and he'll shoot 2.
Contact on the shot with Kennedy going up. He was double teamed. And it's going to be called on 22 Robinson.
And that takes us to a full media timeout, 59-57 free throws when we come back. Welcome back, everyone. 59-57 the score. The Pacers at the free throw line. Dwight Kennedy will shoot 2 after being fouled on the jump shot. More back and forth action here in this interconference matchup between the Peach Belt Conference and the SAC here between USCA and Catawba.
Yeah, Kennedy going to the free throw line right before that media timeout. He was able to draw contact, got double teamed while he was going up. And he'll go to the line for 2.
In a close game like this, every point matters, and that'll be a big one for the Pacers.
A lot of substitutions now in the game for the Pacers.
And off the mark, but a big-time rebound from the Pacers, and the finish, Mason Grant. And a long pass. Kennedy tried to get to it. Montrevis White, his 3 is off the mark and rebounded by Kennedy. Kennedy on the run now. Kennedy to Grant inside. It's Seiler, and Seiler with the rim scraper.
Quick points there for the Pacers. Defense leading to offense here, just what the Pacers want to do.
And attacking the rim effectively, and the lead went from 2 to 7 really quick.
Yes, it did.
White driving inside. And Montrevis White can't corral it. That pass was a little outside. And it's another turnover from the Indians and another opportunity for the Pacers.
Yeah, just a little bit too wide of a pass there as the pass was trying to get to White, and he was open over there on the left side on the three-point line. But the ball's back in the hands of the Pacers, and Catawba again in this full court man pressure. Dangerous pass.
Bird doing a good job to keep that one in. Caleb Seiler with the reception. That one's knocked away. Bird trailing the play right there. Great play from Caleb Bird. And he flipped it to Seiler, who tipped it out of bounds.
Yeah, dangerous pass there from Seiler. He caught the inbound pass. I thought he went for a backcourt there. Couldn't tell where his feet were right in front of us. But no harm, no foul for the Indians. They'll get the ball again on the deflected pass going out of bounds.
And huge effort from Caleb Bird on that play to keep that ball inbound and then to prevent the steal at the half-court line. Great job by Bird, but his effort will not be rewarded with points. 3 ball. Well defended by Grant, but goodness gracious, what a shot. That was Chris Robinson.
Chris Robinson got right to the top of the three-point line, was able to get a clean look off, and the lead back down to 4 for USC Aiken.
Caleb Bird with it, gets it inside to Seiler. Seiler off the glass, no good, bouncing around. Mason Grant with the rebound. Grant going up strong. Grant finishing off the glass.
Great power shot there from Grant. Fought through contact. Strong rebound as well. Second chance point here for the Pacers, which is big in the second half.
Tough defense there. That ball's off a foot, but kept inbound by Robinson Kennedy.
And he is red hot from deep.
And honestly, he could have got a foul call there. Kennedy hit his arm on the follow through, but it won't happen. It's a 3-point lead now. Perkins slowing things down now. Kennedy with it. The handoff. Inside. And Grant loses the ball, and it's recovered by Robinson. Fed ahead. It's White. White, the feed up, and the flush from Nick Walker, and it's a timeout. And just like that.
Defense leading to offense on both sides here, and we have a 1-point game with 9 minutes and 2 seconds remaining.
Catawba right back in at 66-65. Full media timeout. We're back at 60. Welcome back, everyone. 66-65, a flurry of defense, which turned into a flurry of offense from both sides here. The Pacers clinging to a 1-point lead, and they'll have the ball in the backcourt. Cam Perkins will take it out, and his pass in is intercepted but knocked out of bounds.
Another one pass away defense here from the Indians, able to get a hand on it.
Perkins will inbound once again to McCoy. McCoy gets around the offense, around the defense. Catawba wants to travel, they don't get it. Cam Perkins with it again. Perkins to Blackwell. Blackwell inside. It's McCoy. McCoy goes up. McCoy blocked. And now Catawba with numbers. Good defense from Blackwell, but a rebound. Montravis White with it now.
Good rebound there to give the Indians another possession here. Read the ball perfectly off the shot.
White driving. With an errant pass. It's recovered by Cunningham. Cunningham to Blackwell. Blackwell can't handle it. Cunningham with it. And Cunningham with the finish.
Blackwell got caught in no man's land there in transition. Great job by him to not put the ball on the ground and get it to the open man.
A great job there, Davion Cunningham with the errant pass, but a great job by Blackwell to keep it in. White with it now. 3-point lead for the Pacers. The drive. Blackwell called for a blocking foul. I thought it was just tight defense there, but his feet weren't quite set.
Yeah, a lot of contact up top. Blackwell just wasn't able to set his feet and is going to be called for the foul.
That takes us to a full timeout, 68-65 the score. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Welcome back, everyone. 68-65 the score. USCA Aiken on top of the Catawba Indians here, but Catawba will have the ball on their end of the floor. Feed inside. Blackwell defending down low. It's Hawkins. Ball bouncing around. McCoy comes away with it. Cunningham with it now.
Somehow he was able to get that pass through the double team right into the hands of the Pacers, unfortunately.
Perkins thought about a three there. He drives in instead. Perkins going up strong, and the finger roll finish from Cam Perkins makes it a 5-point game. The corner, three ball, off the mark. And a foul. Going to go against Cunningham.
Yeah, Cunningham was caught boxing out. Ball was a little bit out of reach, and they're going to call him on a foul.
The inbound to Robinson. Robinson guarded by Blackwell. White with it now. He's guarded by Perkins. White drives inside. White feeds ahead. Good defense there, and it's out.
Wow.
Caleb Seiler.
Unable to get the roll there. Great rebound by Seiler. Got to get out of trouble here.
He's trapped. Jump ball. Possession arrow to the Pacers.
Good job by Seiler to pull the rebound, but also great defense by the Indians crashing down. It was a 4-on-1 attack there.
Surrounding him, yeah, on that play. But a great rebound, like you mentioned, and great defense to prevent that easy putback from Justin Banks. Some discussion now between the officials. Not sure what that discussion is about. Feed inside from Perkins. Perkins driving to McCoy now. McCoy drives. McCoy loses it. And
Lost the ball going up.
White, an errant pass, and Cunningham with it. Cunningham drops it off for McCoy, and the finish off the glass. Great job by Davion Cunningham.
Yeah, and great job by Cunningham, too. He had McCoy early on the break, but decided to wait a second to avoid a long pass, and McCoy was able to be right under the basket to finish for two.
And it's a 7-point lead for the Pacers. 6:19 left in the game. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back, everyone. 72-65, Catawba's ball in their own half court. White with it now. Blackwell. And a whistle.
See that foul went on Blackwell. Very aggressive defensively trying to get to that pass. And he'll be called for the foul. It's his third.
Something to watch as this game goes. It's 6 minutes left, so
a lot of time left here.
Yeah. It'll be Chris Robinson at the line. Robinson 4 for 4 from the free throw line today after that.
And he's leading all players on the court right now with 18 points after that free throw.
And Robinson knocks down both. It's a 5-point lead. Perkins will take it out. Gets it to Bird. Bird fakes the handoff, drives in. Off the mark on that one, and is rebounded by the Indians. Robinson, the three-pointer. Robinson off the mark. Battle for the rebound.
On the floor, no signal.
And a jump ball. Jump ball will stay with the Indians. Catawba slipped on the play. But Robinson stays up and gets the ball. It's White with it now. White drives on Perkins. He's turned away. The feed inside. Seiler. Good defense there and a foul.
Good rebound there by number 12, Banks. Pacers caught sleeping on the defensive boards. Sends the Indians back to the free throw line.
It'll be Justin Banks at the free throw line. He knocks down the first. 4-point lead now. Raphael Rubel comes back onto the floor. Perkins will head to the bench. And both free throws rattle in for Robinson. For Banks, Cunningham feeds it ahead to Bird. Bird.
Dangerous pass.
And a foul and one. Mason Grant.
Great job there from Seiler to seal off that lane.
And a good box out there from Seiler and a hoop and harm opportunity from Mason Grant.
Grant utilized it, drew the foul, and will go to the line for one.
Off the mark on the free throw and rebounded by Walker. The Pacers are in the bonus now. White with it to Robinson. Robinson back to White. White driving in. The feed, dump off. Nice play for Nick Walker. Good feed from White.
Great job there. Not a pick and roll, just able to get into the lane perfectly. And then when the defense crashed on the ball, wide open for two.
Cunningham on the run now. To the corner for Bird. Bird for three. Off the mark. Cunningham tips it right to Montravis White, who's on the run now. Loses his balance, flips. And a little bit of a block there. Bird on the run. Bird goes up, and his finger roll finish for Caleb Bird. 7 points for him tonight.
Might have been some contact there on the layup, but no call. We play on.
He wanted a foul, but he won't get one. Long three off the mark. And a foul. Big collision there. Big collision between Cunningham and Solomon Tucker. Both guys are back up. And That is a foul, so that'll send Solomon Tucker to the line for a 1-and-1.
Yep, both teams in the bonus now.
And that's something to watch here. That's that's Davion Cunningham's fourth foul.
Yep, so 2 guards here for the Pacers in foul trouble. Blackwell with 3, Cunningham with 4.
And that first free throw from Tucker is good. It's a 4-point lead now. And Blackwell comes on to relieve Cunningham. Off the mark on the second. Big rebound there from Bird. Bird gets to Blackwell. To Rubel now. Rubel the handoff. Back to Blackwell now. Bird with it again. Bird to the corner and a whistle.
Off the ball foul there. We'll see what's on.
I believe they're going to call it on. That's Nick Walker charged with that one. And that takes us to our final full media timeout. We'll take a 60-second break and be back with the conclusion of this game. Welcome back, everyone. We are back. It'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity for Simeon German. German off the mark and rebounded by Walker. 4-point lead here with 3:50 left in the second half. Mazion Tinsley with the ball. He gets to Nick Walker. Walker back to Tinsley now. Tinsley drives. He gets around Rubel. Rubel right there to get back in position. The drive now, the pull up. Off the mark. Rebound. Rajon Blackwell.
Good pull by Blackwell down there in the paint, going up with the forwards on the floor.
An underrated rebounder last year for the Pacers, especially for a guard. Rafael Rubel with the ball. He's guarded by Tinsley. Rubel back to Blackwell now. Blackwell inside to McCoy. McCoy backing down. McCoy turns, fires, finishes.
The left-handed shot from McCoy.
Right on time for the Pacers. Makes the lead 6. Tinsley with it now.
Wow, good
Beautiful finish. Beautiful finish from Tinsley. And McCoy brings it up the floor. Tinsley to Rubel.
Indians being very aggressive on defense here.
Blackwell with it. Gets to McCoy. McCoy in open lane to the basket. He's blocked. A race for the ball. A lot of contact there.
Everybody appears to be okay. Not sure who the ball went off of.
Yeah, I'm not even sure who has the ball right now.
It went under the Pacers bench. It was lost for a second.
Looks like it's going to
stay with the Pacers. Looks like Cunningham's going to inbound the ball. Still no signal yet.
I think we can safely, no signal yet, but it looks like we can safely say Cunningham's going to inbound it right now. And again, watch out for this. Cunningham with 4 fouls.
Simeon German, haven't seen him much since the early part of the second half, but checking in here, he's made his presence known.
And he's a threat for a double-double. He's got 11.6 rebounds. We'll see what happens in the next 2:30. And a timeout taken by the Pacers. And that'll be a 30-second timeout. So 78-74, 2:34 left in the game. Pacers going to talk things over here ahead of this inbound. Points here would go a long way towards securing this victory ultimately.
It would, and Catawba has been very aggressive on defense the entire night, especially here on that last inbound pass and on guard play as well. There's been a lot of sloppy passes and tipped passes throughout the night on both sides. They're looking to capitalize on that here in the closing minutes.
Absolutely, and again, they've been very aggressive on these inbound plays, so it'll be interesting to see how they attack as the Pacers try to get this ball into play.
I would imagine, too, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Pacers probably going to want to try and run that down as much as they can and turn to their defense as they have for most of the game.
So things set to get started again. The inbound to Rubel. Cunningham with it. Cunningham drives, pops. Rattles around off the mark. And it goes out off of German. It'll go to Catawba.
Good look there from Cunningham. I think he got the shot that he wanted, just wasn't able to get the roll off the rim, and it's going to go to the Indians. Pacers were able to use most of the shot clock there, getting it down to 8 seconds, 2 minutes, 25 seconds. Catawba going to take their time bringing it up the court.
They're letting it roll, and finally it'll be picked up by Montravis White. White with it. Hawkins now. Back to White again. White to Hawkins once more. Hawkins fires a three, and it's bottoms. It's a 1-point game.
Got a good shot there. Pacers defense sleeping a little bit. And it's a 1-point game as we cross the 2-minute warning.
Hey, if you wanted some hotly contested basketball action on a Sunday afternoon, you got it. Cunningham pulls up and gets the free throw line jumper to fall.
Good shot from Cunningham. Stopped on a dime there. Defender fell back, able to get a free throw up and good.
And a big-time bucket to give the Pacers a 3-point lead. It's White with it again. Pull-up jumper off the mark. German gets the rebound.
Looking around for an outlet pass.
Finally finds McCoy, who gets it to Rubel. Rubel setting up, finds Cunningham. Cunningham to McCoy now. McCoy crossing over, driving. He'll be fouled.
McCoy will go to the line for two here. Up to 17 points on the afternoon. Also, great job by McCoy in foul trouble early. Picked up 2 fouls in the first 3 minutes of the afternoon, but still staying at 2 fouls here with 1:20 to play.
And playing much more disciplined basketball after taking that long break in the first half. And McCoy off the mark with his first free throw.
Still a one-possession game here. Pacers would love to get the free throw on the second end of this to extend it to a two-possession game.
And it's winding down here, 1:20 left. McCoy off the mark on both, big time for Catawba. It's a 3-point game, 1:15 left. On Travis White with the ball. White drives. Blackwell on defense. White driving in, kicks to the outside. It's Hawkins. Hawkins drives in. Hawkins. It rattles and it falls.
Under a minute to play now, 58 seconds.
Pacers need a bucket. Cunningham will have it. White guarding Cunningham. Cunningham. McCoy puts it up, off the mark, rebounded.
Tough shot there from McCoy. Got the look he wanted, just was not able to get the roll off the back iron.
1 point game, still time on the shot clock, 30 seconds left. And the ball flies out of bounds.
Just an unfortunate pass there from the Indians. Got a good look on that left side, just a little bit out of reach. A very fast pass there. I'm not sure he was anticipating it on the right side, and that's a huge turnover. Ball back to the Pacers.
White put a bullet on that when Chris Robinson couldn't get back to get the ball. And the Pacers, with no shot clock, Catawba's going to have to foul.
28 seconds remaining, and those 2 free throws missed from McCoy were huge. It's going to be crucial to see who gets the inbound pass for the Pacers.
Ball to McCoy, and he's fouled.
Fouled immediately. Only 2 seconds go off there. 26 seconds remaining. Pacers by 1.
And it'll be McCoy with a 1-and-1.
Substitutions for both teams looking to bring in, looks to be some faster guards on this end, with number 1 Tinsley for the Indians and also number 0 Perkins for the Pacers.
Jay-Sean Hawkins also coming onto the floor for the Catawba Indians. McCoy. And a timeout. That'll be a 30-second timeout. So the Pacers desperately need at least one of these free throws. They'd prefer both. No shot clock for the rest of the way. It's 26.7 seconds here, and Jalen McCoy at the free throw line for the Pacers.
Yes, these are it's a 1-and-1. They got to get through the first to get to the second. Pacers would love 2 free throws here to get it to a 3-point lead, as Catawba has been very good as we've gone down the stretch from behind the line.
It's critical here for McCoy to hit this first free throw. You know, the Catawba gave you a gift on the other end. You can't waste it.
Absolutely not. And this is a very good Catawba team. As we said earlier in the broadcast, they were able to top Lander, who I believe was favored early in the Peach Belt preseason poll.
They were. Lander sat atop the preseason poll for the Peach Belt Conference. Catawba picked to finish 3rd in the SAC, and if this is the 3rd best team the SAC has to offer, that's a scary prospect.
Yes, it is.
So McCoy at the free throw line. He's 3 for 5 from the free throw line today. And he knocks down the first. Big time shot from McCoy. Off the mark, McCoy. The rebound from Tucker.
Shot clock is off here.
Tinsley with it now. 20 seconds left. Tinsley to Robinson. Robinson
looking for a shot up top. Good defense here from Perkins.
8 seconds left. Robinson pulls up from 3. Off the mark. Tipped around. McCoy with the rebound. And a foul.
Very dangerous there. I thought they might have called McCoy for stepping out of bounds, but he's going to get a foul called going to the free throw line. Great defense up top from Perkins. As you could tell, he's been hot all in the second half. Robinson wanted that top 3-point shot, just wasn't able to get a clean look.
The true freshman, Cam Perkins, what a defensive effort on that last shot from Robinson.
Looks like we have a timeout called here. I believe Catawba called it. Man, what a game. This is exactly what you're looking for in the early season for both teams here.
Absolutely. Both of these teams have deep playoff aspirations, and they're showing you right now why they have those dreams. 81-79. It'll be Jalen McCoy shooting. It'll be shooting 2 here, as it's 10 fouls, so he'll be shooting 2 regardless of if he makes the first or not.
Taking in number 2, Jack Thomas.
And he would love to extend this to a 4-point game or at least a 3-point game. And both teams do have a timeout left, so after this, Catawba can advance the ball.
McCoy off the mark, leaving the door open. 1.3 seconds left in the game. McCoy off the mark again. Tipped out. And the game clock expires off the tip out.
Great job there by Cunningham to deflect that rebound out. The clock started to run. Catawba wanted to get a timeout, but was not able to get possession, and that's how the game's going to end. Great defensive stop there by the Pacers.
Smart play by Cunningham and smart play all around by the Pacers. What an absolute beautiful game from them tonight. Defensively, Catawba giving them all kind of trouble. Unable to get the ball across the court cleanly all night long, but stayed true to their game, stayed true to themselves, and get the big win over a very game Catawba Indians.
Absolutely. As I said just a few minutes ago, this is a very good Catawba team who did beat the preseason favorite in the Peach Belt Conference. So the Pacers knew what they were up against today, but a great defensive game by both teams. Both teams had good looks on offense, but the full court press gave the Pacers trouble all afternoon. At the end, they were finally able to break it and were able to make some shots from the free throw line, and it all comes down to defense. Wow, once again, just a great job there by Cunningham. And then that last possession, I just want to go back to it. Number 0, Cam Perkins, really just was able to lock down on number 22, Robinson, from getting over to what potentially could have been a go-ahead shot.
And Robinson had been hot from 3 all game long. Again, cannot say enough good things about Cam Perkins. What a performance from this Pacer team, and what a great defensive effort from Perkins on that last play. 81-79 your final. The Pacers off to a 2-0 start, and that does it for us tonight. But be sure to follow up on our social media channels. We'll have post-game comments from head coach Mark Vanderslice and members of the team. But until then, I'm Jordan Phillips. He's Reeves Altman. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you next time.